Greetings, Sophisticated Intuition here with your October general messages. This is going to be for the sign of Taurus. Let's get into it. Peace, blessings, love, and light to you all. Angels, archangels, ancestors, ascended masters, and the Holy Spirit. What is it that the Taurus need to know for the month of October, please? Thank you. What is it that Taurus need to know? Thank you. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, Taurus. All right. Unleash your kindest self. Okay. That means to operate from a space of love. All right. That means that someone has upset you. Okay. Or put the shoe on the foot that it fits. You've upset someone. Either way, we need to remember to be kind. Okay. Remember the energy that we're putting out there into the world. All right. Let me get this message on the table because I see what's going on, but let me get the full story. Okay. For the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the month of October? I'm doing this message on the day of the full moon. Typically, it doesn't take very long for the cards to come out. That energy just kind of pushes those messages clearly. For those of you who get personal guidance from me and want personal guidance, it's the best time for you to schedule. Okay. That's one of the reasons why this happens to just fall on a day when I have time and space available to get these messages out. But typically I leave those days open in case someone needs a message. So just keep that in mind. I'm doing this on the day of, but typically I try and get these done on or around so I can be available for the personal guidance. Okay, 5 of Cups. We've got some regrets. Okay, there's been some loss. There's been, some cups spilled over. Yeah, all of that. Let me clarify because I see where this message is going. All right, Taurus. The sign of Taurus, please clarify. What is it that they need to know for the month of October? Okay. 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 What is it that Taurus needs to know for the month of October, please? Thank you. Okay. All right. Wow. Okay. Knight of Swords rushing in to tell you the truth, right? Could be a harsh truth. Could have been some hard words, could be that you have some things that you want to get off of your chest. And again, that's the reason why Spirit is saying unleash your kindest self. When you come running in or they come running in, they need to be coming in. If you're going to speak the truth, that's fine, but speak it with kindness, speak it with love. And I feel like that's the energy that's in this subconscious, right? Is that I want to tell you the truth, but I feel like I'm going to hurt your feelings. So it's not a holding of the tongue, but it's just that I actually feel like they can't hold their tongue any longer. That's the way I feel, okay? I do feel, Taurus, that this message is coming in a romance situation, but apply it to the aspect of life in which it resonates for you, right? But that 5 of Cups is standing out to me so strongly. It's something didn't work out or didn't go as planned. And it's a little bit of a pity party going on. See, in this 5 of Cups, he's holding on to himself. The cups are spilled over with water and blood, okay? And there's a man in the back that's drowning, and he's not even paying any attention to that person who needs his help. This is about self-pity. This is about only focusing on yourself. You're just so sorrowful that you can't even see what's going on around you, okay? Whether that's you or them, okay? What we say spiritually and religiously, when your world is upside down, pray for somebody else. And that's what I'm kind of getting the guidance of with this 5 of Cups, whether it's you or them. Like, try not to focus on your problems and turn that energy towards someone else who might need your help, who might even be going through the same situation as you. And then watch God work, okay? Release control came out for you, Taurus. Release control. So I feel like there is a bit of a controlling energy. Definitely the Emperor came up, okay? But this is about letting go and letting God, okay? Let the divine enter in and do the work on your behalf at this point. Let go. And look, it's the first quarter moon in Taurus as well on the card. So this is definitely your energy. Let go of control. you're trying to, I don't know if you're trying to fix the situation, or I feel like I've used this analogy before. It's a funny one, but it's, this situation doesn't necessarily seem so funny. But you know, when we were at the height, or when we were at the very beginning of the pandemic, and people were running out buying all of the toilet paper, it was their way, you know, subconsciously, of controlling what was happening. Okay. Somebody's revving up outside, so I apologize if that's in your message, but it just, it was their way of controlling the situation, a situation that was out of control, that couldn't be controlled necessarily, in it, definitely not by going and buying all the toilet paper, right? But in those folks' minds, and it might have been your mind, you know, that was a way to be prepared. So I feel like you're controlling a situation because you want to be better prepared for the outcome of it. And Spirit is kind of saying, no, let go. Okay? What is happening has to happen. Okay? Work through your feelings is the next card that came out. Okay? That's the center energy of your overall energy. Work through your feelings. Work through those emotions. Okay? Emotions are real. As a priestess, as a spiritualist, I have to detach from my emotions, especially when I'm practicing and speaking love and light into the collective. I have to be able to detach my emotions, right? But emotions are real. And it's okay to be angry. It's okay to be sad. What I like to tell people is, like, set a deadline on that, okay? Depending on what it is, right? If it's grief, like, set a deadline on how long you're going to grieve in a particular way, because there's stages of grief, right? You've got anger, you've got sadness, you've got you know, when you blame, all of these different stages of grief. And grief is not just about death necessarily, or the physical death of someone, but sometimes you're grieving the loss of someone to life, when life shifts and that person shifts out of your life. And especially if they've been a part of your world for a very long time, then it's like losing a limb a little bit. And people who lose limbs, they have to grieve that. So it's about working through those feelings, working through those stages of grief, because I am picking that up for you. Okay? Know your worth. Whatever's going on with you, Taurus, it's making you feel less than who you really are. Remember who you are and whose you are. Know your worth. Okay? Nine of Pentacles showed up with the Seven of Cups. Yes, they do have a lot of options. Okay? If that's what you're asking. Yes, they do. Okay? Yes, you do. If the shoe's on your foot. Okay? There's a lot of options here. There's a lot of, I want to call it decisions, but it's not really decisions. It's just choices. Thank you, Spirit. Choices here. Okay? So I do feel like that. I feel like you have a lot of choices. You can choose to stay. You can choose to go, right? You can choose to stay and still go, if that makes any sense. Okay, there's another message coming through here for the Taurus Collective about finances, okay? About choosing where you should put your money, okay? Okay, all right. The world is here. New cycles beginning, okay? Change, a new chapter in life. There's a little bit of anxiety about that with this Eight of Swords showing up, feeling like you can't move, okay? For some of you, this is an actual move, like a distance across the world to another state, something like that. Hold on, my throat chakra needs to be cleared. I apologize. But there's some type of move or distance that wants to happen, or is at least in your mind, but you're afraid of it. You have fear to actually take that leap of faith and make that move. What Spirit is saying, get out of your mind here, okay? Just lean up against those swords and free yourself. You're thinking too much about it. For those of you who are not physically moving, Taurus, it's just the change that's happening that is giving you this uncertainty. Do it afraid is what I heard. Work through your feelings. Do it afraid. Okay? The Page of Cups and the Emperor. Okay, this is how it was on the table here. So I got two messages here because one is know your worth is right up above it, right? Know your worth. Well, the Emperor says, I am the Emperor. Okay? The Emperor. Page of Cups. Coming in to apologize, to love on you, to say I'm sorry, seeking forgiveness, okay? Also, I'm hearing like give this cup to yourself, okay? Okay. Again, that control energy is coming in here because it's almost like somebody wants to seek forgiveness or has an apology for you or you them, but someone's trying to control that or determine, thank you Spirit, determine how that plays out or how they apologize. I don't know. It's something like, if you're going to apologize to me, you're going to do it this way. Very interesting, Taurus. I heard know better, do better. Okay. Overall, what I feel, Taurus, is that someone in the equation is trying to change the outcome by manipulating it or having the control over it. And the Spirit's guidance is to let go and let God. Okay? All right, I'm going to leave it there. Let me get this divine oracle for you. For the sign of Taurus, what is it that they need to know for the month of October, please? For the sign of Taurus, Spirit, what is it that they need to know? Thank you. Make a plan. Make a plan, okay? Live your soul, not a role. Okay, don't be fake. Live in your truth, but make a plan is the card that came out. I heard with that, choose your destiny. Okay. Okay. All right, the Lover's Oracle, please, for Taurus, Spirit. What is it that they need to know for the month of October? Trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. That's what I'm saying. Let go and let God. You got to trust the divine. You got to trust the universe. Whatever is for you is for you. You're trying to control it. I use the word manipulate. I just don't feel like, because I feel like manipulate is a lower vibrational energy, but I don't feel like it's necessarily that. I just feel like you've got the reins too tight. The angels want to step in for you. The ancestors want to step in for you, but you have to allow them. You have to call them in, first of all, and give them permission to intercede for you. But also, when you do that, let them. Okay? Trust. All is going to work out. Okay. All right, Taurus, that is your message. Love and light.